Hello, my name is Joe Whitaker from the Solutions Engineering team here at Procore, and I'll be taking you through a couple of our key mobile tools. Before I jump straight into the product, I'd like to give you a quick background on myself. I actually use Procore in the field as a project manager for a general contractor doing primarily ground-up multifamily in Portland, Oregon. Procore really did change my work life, so I could focus much more on actually managing the project and spending less time entering, organizing, and hunting for information. In my experience, the mobile app was used by just about everyone on the site, such as project managers, superintendent, foreman, and even skilled trades and laborers. So let's jump straight into the drawings tool. Having a completely up-to-date set on your computer is awesome for the office staff, but it really does very little for the field team. Procore has a native application for iOS, Android, and Windows devices. So whatever you or any of your collaborators would like to use, that will work with Procore. I remember before I had Procore, I always had my superintendent call me up or writing me a note to write an RFI, but this was always time consuming and we often had things lost in translation. With Procore, my super could simply pull out his phone or tablet, cloud up a drawing, snap a picture, and send it to me to review and forward to the architect. This really allowed both my super and myself to stay on the same page at all times. It really streamlined the process of getting information that we needed off to the appropriate parties. So let's walk through that process. All I need to do is select the cloud option from the toolbar on the side, drag my finger to cloud up the drawings, link an RFI, then hit this plus button on the top right hand of the screen. This will take me to a template to start filling out. I will select the assignee, the due date, and then use talk to text to ask my question. And then simply attach a photo. When I hit save, it does a couple different things. One, it marks up the plans with all the pertinent information. Two, it updates your RFI log. And finally, it sends off an email to the assignee and the distribution list. Now that my assignee has received that email, all they need to do is respond directly to that email with any attachments, and that will automatically update the RFI log with the response, as well as the area on the plans that have been marked up. This was always great for me because I could be confident that I always had the most up-to-date information on my iPhone when I was on site. Up next, I'd like to talk about the second half of the construction documents, the specifications. You can simply open up your preferred mobile device, quickly and easily search exactly what you need. Procore's OCR technology is going to do the same thing to the specifications that we did to the drawings. All you need to do is drag and drop the entire PDF into Procore, and in the background, Procore will read all the divisions and sections to break them out for you. Additionally, you'll be able to contextually search the entire spec book for any keywords. For example, if I wanted to see everywhere the word lead comes up in my spec book, all I need to do is search it right here. I remember an occasion when I was on the 5th floor scaffolding looking at self-adhered membrane behind some brick ties. I wasn't sure if the mason was using the correct ties. All I had to do was go to the section and check it out. This saved me what would have been at least a 20-minute round trip down to the trailer. Change events is not an industry standard term, of course, but this is the name that we use for the tool that's the command center for any item that puts financial risk on the project. The reason this tool is important to show from a mobile device is because of the amount of items that come up in the field that could be a potential cost issue. So when a superintendent or foreman runs into a situation that could cost time or money, instead of calling up a PM or calling a PE, they can simply open up Change Events tool, click this plus button on the top right to create a new change event, and log all necessary information that the PM would need to start getting accurate price for this item. For example, let's say a subcontractor comes up to a superintendent with a work ticket. The superintendent does not need to worry about keeping track of that or calling the PM right away. He or she can simply snap a picture, save it to Change Events, and the PM instantly has access in the office, and the super can keep moving along with their day. I would like to show you one of the most utilized mobile tools that Procore offers, daily logs. This is a tool that my superintendents used every single day. Instead of trying to remember what happened hours or days later, my team was able to enter in logs, take associated pictures as they went throughout the day. This meant that we had more accurate and accessible information, and we were all able to get off the job site earlier. So, as you can see here on my iPad, the daily log consists of different buckets where you can drop information, whether it's a manpower entry, equipment log, delivery log, or just a general note, all these tools are going to work in a similar fashion. This will allow you to go back and easily access all your daily log photos at any time. One last thing I'd like to mention about the daily log is the ability to copy days over. So let's say you have the same equipment on the same site for long periods of time. You can easily just copy that over to the next day when starting your log for that day, saving you time. To continue with our mobile demonstration, I want to move on to our inspection tool. This tool will allow you to create your own custom checklists and apply them across projects as you need. Whether this is a safety inspection, quality control inspection, or even just a running list of items that need to get done, you can complete that in the inspections tool. One company that's currently using Procore was using a paper checklist and a safety handbook to complete safety walks twice a day. This was good for keeping safety on the mind for the foreman, but the paper forms got lost, office staff didn't know walks were complete in real time, and none of the data was reportable. Procore was able to completely digitize this process, gathering all the data in real time as the inspection was completed. This increased visibility into the process and allowed for all the data to be easily reported on. Now that the office staff can gather all this reportable data, they can start identifying trends in the business to see where efforts need to be focused to start improving processes. Now let me show you how this tool functions in Procore. When a field staff member is on site, they can come into the inspection tool and select a template that was created at the company level. Then all they need to do is go down this checklist and mark items as passed, failed, or not applicable. Additionally to being able to check off items, they can also drill into any of these items to leave comments or attach a photo. Now let's say one of these items has failed. The inspector can create an observation right from the screen. This will allow them to assign a task to a person within the project with a due date and even a photo if needed. Now the field team and the office staff can be confident that all items are being tracked and nothing is falling through the cracks. There are many more tools on Procore's mobile platform, but that concludes this demo. Thank you for watching.